So this is me wanting to talk about Yuna and Vinny a bit because I have all these backstories in my head and I'm never gonna get to talk about them. So I just wanted to say a bit. I'll probably start with Yuna, as Vinny is always a bit iffy and a bit crazy. I'll get into that later. But Yuna is pretty much, she has like Braska and her mum Alcina, but I might change her name to or the baby's middle name, but I'm not sure. But yeah, like her father comes from like a really wealthy family, and the Abed family is really poor. Not really poor, but they're not like, rich, and they sort of Braska's family sort of looks down on them, and they think that she's just like a gold digger, pretty much. So when he marries her and starts dating her, their family disowns him. So he's like cut off from the family money, but he's like really rich anyway because he's really smart and awesome. So he's got lots of money anyway. But then a little while after he was born, she dies because she's going across to like visit Sid. Because they had a falling out as well, and she gets Sid on a boat and ends up crashing and she dies. Well, yeah, crashes and she dies. So Braska is then left to raise Yuna on his own. And by this time, like Braska, he teaches at the school, like all the other teachers, which is why Yuna's going there, and he's good friends with like Jekt, and if we have Oren, then he'll be really good friends with Oren. Well, was, not is. Oh, I wish he was still alive. I have so many Braska feelings. That's not point. So yeah, so he raised Yuna, and then when she was, I can never remember how old it is, it's either 7 or younger, he died as well, so she got put in Sid's care because he's her only like living family member. Like her aunt is a bit, I haven't really explained it, she's a bit unhinged. A little bit, so like, she's not really trusted, she wasn't really trusted to look after her. So yeah, she goes to live with Sid, and like Braska, when he was still alive, he was really sort of charitable, and he gave lots of money to charity and did a lot of work. And there's at some point when he's like somebody's getting attacked or something, and he goes in to sort of help them and save them, and he ends up getting killed because of it, and he gets shot by like these people, and he's trying to help. Might be like a robber, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure actually what happens, but anyway, gets killed trying to help someone. Because those are Yuna's two fears, guns and like water, boats, things like that. That's how she lost her parents, and she's scared of them. She's also really scared of not being there for Ike as well, like her baby, because she's lost both her parents. She's never met her. She can't remember her mum. She lost Braska, so she's really scared of that. I probably haven't explained any of that yet, but I will, hopefully. I try and keep her as much sort of like in character as I can, and I hope it's all good because I'm a paranoid little thingy. So yeah, I try and do these things in for as in character as I can, and then obviously in X, she's very sort of reserved and shy. I try and sort of portray that, and I try and show her kindness and selflessness. Also in X, she's doing the pilgrimage, knowing she's going to die, and that's sort of hanging over her. But she doesn't have that in this roleplay because obviously she's not going to die. She's a 17-year-old kid, and well, now she's had a baby, which is so I try to pull in some of how she is in X2 as well. That sort of light-hearted freeness, because she doesn't have the concerns and the worry that she has in X. And she's not depressed. She just has a lot of things going on, and she's finding it really hard to deal with it. And she just sort of wants to be there for everyone and sort of make everything okay for everyone else. Sort of is neglecting herself a bit. So it ends up making her quite sort of, she's realising now that she obviously has Iris that she's still after and she needs to be good for her. So she's putting herself together slowly. Vanille. Oh, Vanille is just crazy in my head because she's just this sort of really hard to describe. She's probably not like Final Fantasy 13 character at all, which is bad, but I just sort of love the character she is in like my own version of her, which sounds a bit cocky. But she's like, how she is pretty much a front. She's all sort of, she's created this front when she was younger, and it's just sort of all come together. She doesn't really know what's the front anymore and what's her. So yeah, she's, because like when she was really little, her father died, and her mother got really ill, so she's had to look after her until she was 18, which is why she can relate with Kairi. But Vanille also, she went through this really bad stage where she was drinking and doing all these bad things when she was about, I can't remember how, about 17, maybe a bit younger. And she obviously neglected her mother through that time, and then her mother ended up dying, and she felt really guilty and really horrible. And during that time, Vanille didn't really have any sort of purpose or goal. She was quite sort of selfish, I suppose. And now she's sort of grown up, well, completely grown up, but she's still, the reason she sort of acts like a kid is she was sort of missed out on her childhood. When she was, she didn't really get to enjoy high school because she was looking after her mum, and she was going through that horrible time, so she didn't really get to act how she would want to. So she's sort of coming back and she's doing it again, which she probably shouldn't do because she's a teacher, but I can't remember what I was saying now. I completely forgot. But yeah, so yeah, she's doing all that. Oh, I remember. She like pretty much became a teacher because she wanted, sounds corny, but she wanted to help with the kids. She's always sort of Vanille, I think I've said it before or something, but she, like, her home is always welcome to anyone, and she means that literally. She's got these spare rooms specifically for people that to come and stay, not in a creepy way. She just wants to help everyone, and I think sometimes she knows that she comes across as quite overpowering and silly, and I think she just kind of does that because she wants to make people feel sort of happy and calm and relaxed and know that it's not a big deal. But when she needs to be, she'll be serious. She can be deadly serious. There's bits that I have to relate back to the actual game. There was like Vanille, she always says like in a game that if something's too much, she wants to run away. Instead of physically doing that, my Vanille emotionally does it, which is why she acts the way that she does, and she has this strength, she distances herself from her emotions. So when she can't emotionally deal with something, she runs from it. That's all I'm going to say. I can't remember. Oh, I have so much like plot stuff in my head, like not plot, but like backstory, like Vanille and everything. And I just can't really put it into words. But it's there, and it's dramatic. I had a much more dramatic version that happened, and I sort of got rid of that because it was a bit too. I blame Ruki. She gets me into the drama head, and I can't get out of it. That's some crazy stuff I found. But I hope that sort of, I don't know, maybe explains them a bit better.